Now we're going to turn to the state launching a study into the BASF chemical plant in Wyandotte.
The massive facility's 230-acre property sits right on the Detroit River, and that has people living nearby concerned.
The company has been accused of dumping thousands of gallons of chemicals per day into the Detroit River and has been on the EPA's radar since the 1980s.
7 News Detroit reporter Carly Petrus is hearing the concerns from people living near the Detroit River and an environmental group calling this an emergency.
I'm here in Wyandotte, just about a half mile from BASF. Some environmental groups believe chemicals have been seeping into this water for decades. Question is now, who or what is it impacting?
If I were living immediately downstream of BASF Wyandotte, eating fish out of that river, letting my kids play in it, I would be extremely concerned.
And according to Carrie Lasser with the Michigan Environmental Group for the Love of Water, it's because of BASF Incorporated, a chemical manufacturing site on the Detroit River.
We know that chemicals that have been proven to cause certain very serious health impacts like birth defects and cancer are being released into the Detroit River.
For the Love of Water, pushing state officials to launch a public health study regarding the chemicals they say are being dumped into the water by BASF and how it might be impacting the community. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services stepping in to do the study, telling us that there's enough data to conduct a public health evaluation of the drinking water, surface water, sediment, and fish. In a statement to 7 News Detroit, BASF tells us in part that it is aware of the public health assessment related to its site in Wyandotte, adding the company coordinates with all local, state, and federal regulatory agencies to ensure their sites operate within all mandated environmental guidelines and reporting requirements. This water is not only concerning to some environmental groups, but also some community members.
Yeah, it's a concern. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
It's a big concern.
Avid fisher Justin Janik says he's well aware of what's going on in the waters he takes his boat out on frequently.
Everybody should kind of know about it.
And why is that?
I mean, it's your health, your safety. You can't just hold government accountable for it.
Lee tells me he tries to stay away from the river altogether.
Yeah, I use distilled water for anything I put in my body. And then basically use the tap water for cleaning with.
Do you fish from?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I had a roommate who went fishing with some coworkers and they pulled something out of the waters around here and he didn't feel right for the next 2 days.
It's unclear what may have caused that illness, but when it comes to this study, Lasser says she's looking for answers.
What we're hoping for is a report coming from the state that will put those dots together and tell us whether there really is an emergency.
In Wyandotte, Carly Petrus, 7 News Detroit.
All right. Thank you so much.